Hi guys, DK here from Rad Sky Development, and welcome back to day 4 of the build of the Rad Sky Lab. So you would have seen in the last video the big mission that we went through to clean 20 years of filth off the floor, and all of that was in preparation for us to actually start being able to use the workspace. So what you see here is we've just this morning had a delivery of I think 20 sheets of 18mm OSB. So these are recycled. Actually, these are recycled packing crates from the local VW factory, and they're a kind of a really convenient size for what we need to do here. So 1.5 by 1.1 meters means they're kind of manhandleable, and which is kind of important when you're trying to use them as ceiling panels. So yeah, the idea here is we have a very big piece of machinery pretty much on its way to the workshop while we're doing this job. So we're on a bit of a time constraint, and we had figured out that when that piece of machinery arrives, or if it was to end up in the part of the workshop where it'll be permanently, then it won't be possible to build a ceiling above it. So we actually need to build the ceiling before the machine arrives. And yeah, we want that the part of the reason we need a ceiling is that machine is going to produce a lot of dust. So yeah, I jumped onto Facebook Marketplace and found a local supply of these OSB sheets, and worked out that they're just about perfect size to bridge across the roof trusses of the Rad Sky Lab. And in this view that we're looking at, these panels are actually going to go up on the sort of top left-hand corner. So the left side of the picture here. And yeah, that's where that piece of machinery is going to end up. And the reason we want to paint these is it's just it's a lot easier to paint them on the ground than it is once they're up on the ceiling. And we also want them painted both sides because it makes them a lot more waterproof. So while Sue's on with that painting job, on the right-hand side of your screen now, you'll see me marking out a piece of plywood and drilling some holes. And what I'm working on here is actually our first workbench. So I actually consider this a little bit of a rite of passage with every workshop that I've worked on in the last sort of 25 years. The very first job is to build a work table so that you can start actually doing work that's not on the floor. So this design is actually pretty similar to every design I've done in the last 25 years. It's maybe improved a little bit, and I do assure you this won't be the last table we build in this workshop, and I do hope to do a much more comprehensive build video on exactly how these are constructed. But you'll see me marking out here. We've basically framed up those two pieces of plywood, and they're sitting on top of each other. And now I am installing 4 locking casters, so one on each corner. And it's really nice if your work tables are movable. In fact, if your whole workspace is kind of set up so it can be transformative, makes life a whole lot easier. You can or makes your entire workspace more usable. So yeah, Sue's still working her way through the painting there. We've got some sort of covering strips, and now we flip over the base and put it on its legs. And I've cut some clearances in that sheet for these legs, and I just need to clearance those a little bit more. And I'm checking square. And now Sue's going to help me get the top sitting on top of those legs, and then it's a matter of sort of working around each corner, checking square, screwing them all together. So yeah, very simple table, just made from a couple of sheets of plywood and some pretty standard framing timber. But this in South Africa, sort of 18mm plywood is a pretty common size and very very affordable. And then this framing timber is a 76 by 50mm. So I think it's actually again a common size for here, probably a little more common than your standard sort of 4x2 that's in other parts of the world. So working around, checking square, making sure it's somewhat usable. And then on the middle leg, we just lifted it up so it was sitting on a block and was pushing up on that top surface and screwing that in nice and solid. So yeah, roll it back into the corner. I think I also ran around and sort of cleaned up underneath, and yeah, unlocked it, and there we go. We've got our first work table. And yep, Sue's still working through getting a couple of coats of paint onto both sides of all of those sheets. So that'll be the first project. So if we are day 4 in this video, the first project on day 5 is going to be to get those sheets up on the ceiling, because we'll be running against the clock with the big piece of machinery that's on its way. So kind of nice to have some sawdust on the floor. I'd far rather deal with sawdust than grease and oil. And just, yeah, nice to keep the workshop nice and tidy. So I think we're getting pretty much to the end of day 4. Yeah. Getting all that dust off the floor, the last sort of few coats, and yeah, all the tool batteries back on charge. So yeah, super nice to have those up on a table rather than down on the floor. So there we have it, guys. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.